Hello, that shouldn't have happened. Let's try that again. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Weather Fans Live here on Sunday, the 13th of July 25 with myself. And it's been another hot one. I'm fed with this bloody heat wave now. But thankfully, if you don't like the warm weather, it is coming to, thankfully, to an end in the next 24 hours. So, oh dear, my signal seems to be dropping again. So hopefully it's not going to cause too many issues tonight. So let's have a look who is with us this evening. First person to comment tonight is Matthew. I hope you're well. Rachel has snuck in. Hope you're well tonight. I hope you're well as well tonight. Rachel, yeah, I can't get words out. It's too bloody warm. And Matthew's saying it's been a high of 26 degrees. And also is Lauren is the same colour as Rachel, yellow. What else have we got this evening? Good evening to our mod, Paul James. Hope you're well this evening. And with hints of brown with his yellow lawn for Matthew. Good evening to Laura Johnson. Hope you're well. And that was the Time Team theme. And yeah, it was a good program. I think they've started again as well, I think, on YouTube. So you'll be able to watch some new episodes on their YouTube channel. Not sure if it's a subscription only. Good evening to Colby Taylor. Hope you're well on this sweaty evening. Yeah, I remember watching that growing up. Time Team started in 1993. I did start to watch the old episodes, actually. I think I need to carry on. I think I stopped for some reason or another. But yeah, I think I need to start watching that again, the old episodes. Well, who else? So we've got good evening to Audio Coffee, who's really enjoying this heat, if I might remember. Should be enjoying it once it's all over, no doubt. And yes, God bless him, Mick Aston. I think he died back in 2013, for what I remember correctly. Was maybe before then, but yeah, legend of that show it was. So on the prospect for Tuesday, we shall take a look in a few moments, hopefully. Matthew said he was been on site with a member of Time. I have been on site with a member of Time Team. That must have been really good to watch. Who else have we got? Oh, Phil Harding. I love his accent. He was such another good character he was, wasn't he, Phil Harding? All right, Tony. What we got here? A bit of pottery. Let's go through it. Phil from Wiltshire, yeah. Very distinctive voice he had, wasn't he? They didn't have. Audio sibling in a blast furnace. It's cooler. Thankfully, after tonight, it will turn much fresher. It will turn much fresher. West Yorkshire needs all these storms, so I think many places need the thunderstorms just to cool down the air and to add some water into the reservoirs because they are getting quite low in many places. And yes, Mick did die in 2013. I thought it was 2013. I don't know why that stuck in my head for. Right, let's have a look, see what's going on out there right now. Oh, that was a share the speed one. Just have to bear with me a second because StreamYard have had an update and they've just changed a few things around. So just bear with me as I try to figure out how to do the screen share. They've literally changed quite a few things around here. That's bloody brilliant, isn't it? Share screen, there we go. So they've just changed a few things around here on the dashboard. Just like, oh, where's this going to move to? Where's the tab? That's the one I'm after. So let's take a look at the latest radar from Ventusky. So many areas are getting the wind coming in from the east actually as we speak. We've got low pressure just out towards the west. Starts to bring in this weather front here. A few heavy showers. Winds coming up from a south to southeasterly down towards by the M4 corridor. And as you head towards the west, the winds are coming in from a southwesterly. So we've got a bit of like a convergence really of areas the Atlantic does make its way back in. Let's have a look at the satellite imagery. Let's just zoom that out. So yeah, we've got a bit of shallow area of low pressure towards Denmark way. That's been feeling some of this clouding off the North Sea. And there's the area of low pressure set towards our west, which will eventually make its way across the UK in the next 24 to 48 hours. Just excuse me a second, I've got somebody at my door. Hello, can I help? Sorry about that, guys. I went to our door then. Right, where was I? Right, yes. Sorry about that. Just threw me off my water time there. Right, let's have a look at this latest satellite imagery from Ventusky. Got low pressure towards the west. I said that one will actually eventually make its way across the UK, bringing that fresher, cooler air in. Let's bring on the temperature at the moment. There's the one from south towards the west. Let's actually zoom that out. So temperature at the moment still around about the 25-degree mark through the M4 corridor from London to Bristol. And towards the south, temperatures around about 21, 22 with the wind obviously coming off the sea there. And 21, 22 is down towards the southwest. Up towards the east with the wind coming in off the North Sea here, temperatures still around 21, 22 degrees. As we head further west, more sheltered from that wind, temperature more up to about 23, 24, 25, 26 degrees, especially towards the West Midlands, East Wales. Then even towards West Wales as well, temperature also up to 26 degrees. Oh, just by a second now, the cat wants to come on. Oh, it's going well, isn't it? Am I still on screen now? Sorry about this, guys. I'm getting interrupted all the time here tonight. It's going well, isn't it? Let's continue. Temperatures up in towards York up to 22 degrees. Again, 18 degrees towards the northeast where you're exposed to that easterly wind off the North Sea. 19 towards Newcastle and 21, 22 towards the Cumbria. Head further north, temperatures are still around about the 22, 23 mark. Let's head further west in Ireland as well, temperatures up to 22, 23 degrees. And the fresh air starts to move into southwest Ireland where temperatures are around about 16, 17, 18 degrees. Thank God if that was here right now. Let's have a look at the air pressure. So zoom that out. So currently we're sitting at about 1,009 millibars. Towards the centre of that lower, about 1,003 millibars. So it's not exactly a deep area of low pressure, but it is low pressure compared to what we had recently. High pressure up there to 1,070 millibars just off the Norwegian coast. Right, let's stop that share in a second. Let's head back into the chat. So apologies about all the disturbances in the last 5 minutes. So what's this about horses I'm seeing on the chat here? No idea. Right, I'm just rising on a black screen. So what I'll do, let's go ahead over to the facts chart from the Met Office. And let's see what's going on with the press charts for the Met Office. Sorry, guys, I can't speak. Probably just I'm that warm at the minute. I just can't think straight. So high pressure up towards the far north east of the UK. We've got this east to southeasterly flow, and the winds are changed to a southwesterly as the low pressure starts to move in from the west southwest. And in the next 24 hours, these weather fronts will start to cross the country, introducing that fresher air through tomorrow. So a spell of rain or showers, possible thunderstorms as well, which we'll have a look at the high resolution in just a few minutes. Into Tuesday, low pressure starts to move across the UK. You need to keep an eye on these couple of features just here. These could bring a thundery risk. Is that going to flick over to midnight? Yeah. So low pressure still in charge through into midweek on Wednesday. Then under a ridge before looks like another weather front moves up from the southwest on Thursday. So after that dry spell, looks like things are turning a bit more unsettled, fresher, which if you've not been enjoying the heat is a welcome news. Let's have a look at the UKV. So the high resolution from the UKV. So this has got one or two isolated showers breaking out across here, but as far as I'm aware, nothing has broken out so far. But what we watch out for is what's coming out from the southwest. And it's got a hint of perhaps one or two showers breaking out towards West Wales this evening. But we'll just see what happens in the next few hours. Then what you see as we head into midnight tonight, we do have a line of convection developing across from Norfolk through into Yorkshire up into Cumbria. So possibility of this could be thundering. I'm just going to check. Is that showing on the screen? It is. For a second now, the vision of it been on blank on the black screen. Good evening to Stephanie. I've just seen you popping into the chat there. So yeah, during around about midnight, well, from about 10, 11 o'clock on, from around about 10, 11 o'clock onwards, also we could see a line of showers, possible thunderstorms. We'll have a look at the camera lift in just a moment. Could break out from Cumbria through into North Norfolk. And that will continue to progress northeastwards. And by 7 o'clock in the morning, that band will be up towards around about Newcastle, towards southwest Scotland. Some really just out to sea as well. Actually, there could be some big thunderstorms there. So some of this could have some rumbles of thunder across Ireland as well. Some of these showers here could be quite potent, risk of thunderstorms. Then during the morning, a few showers could break out across parts of the Midlands into Lincolnshire, up through northern England. perhaps another line, perhaps through Wales, then through towards the south coast. Showers again widespread for much of Ireland there. Move that through into the afternoon. Another band of potential thunderstorms could break out as that moves northeastward. So some places could have 2 rounds of potential thunderstorms, not a guarantee. Looking at that, there'll be some heavier bursts of rain into this as it progresses northeastwards. During the afternoon, a few showers could break across, again, isolated showers could break across the Midlands into East Anglia, perhaps Northern England as well. And that, as we head through to 6, 7 o'clock, as that leaves, that's Lincolnshire into Yorkshire there. A few showers could break out as it goes into the North Sea there. So could be a thunderstorm breaking out around that region just there. Meanwhile, Ireland continues to have a risk of heavy showers, perhaps thunderstorms. As we head overnight into Tuesday, that continues to move northeastwards through Scotland. Again, Ireland, still the risk of heavy thunderous showers possible there. As we head through into Tuesday, that starts to move into Wales, northwest England, into Cumbria once again, southwest Scotland. Again, can't rule out some rumbles of thunder in this. And looks like if this is to come off, verifies through, could be quite a wet morning for western areas on Tuesday. Some of this, again, could be on the heavy, possibly thunderous side as it moves eastwards. So like a band of perhaps heavy rain, was like could blast for less than an hour possible. Quite potent and heavy. Beyond these could be some heavy, again, possibly thunderous showers could break out beyond this. So I need to keep messaging the team to see close to the time to see if they'll be out and about if they are not busy. So yeah, potential for some maybe heavy downpours, thunderstorms through into Tuesday across much of England and Wales through into Tuesday. So Tuesday, if you want thunderstorms, it's a good potential for that to happen. Again, we'll have a look at the Cape and lifted in just a few moments. And those will start to die down through the evening. Let's bring this forward through into Wednesday. Obviously, this is subject to change now. There could be some heavy rain, which was like could die death towards the southwest through Wednesday. Dry elsewhere. Then, as we head into the evening time, a few heavy, possibly heavy thunderous showers could break out towards the southwest. But that's something to, again, to keep an eye on. Again into Thursday, another band of heavy rain could go through. Thunder could be ruled out during that. And we'll go as far as there, because that's as far as we can go with the UKV. So let's take a look at the... Actually, let's have a look at the temperatures, actually. Well, we're looking at the high resolution. Oops. So we'll see the temperature difference. Excuse me a second. Chest is a bit smoky because I had the barbecue earlier on and I still taste the smoke inside my bloody lungs. So today, temperatures have been around about 26, 27 degrees for parts of the Midlands down towards the M4 corridor. Quite on the east coast, but let's move through to 4 o'clock in the morning, where just before the sun rises. So it's going to be another warm night for many areas where temperatures could be around about 16, 17, possibly 18 degrees minimum for tonight. But thankfully, temperatures won't be as warm tomorrow. So as we head through to about 5 o'clock on Monday, temperatures, many areas in the high teens for western areas, but the heat actually still remains up to about 24, 25 for more central eastern areas. But eventually that warmer air will be pushed out the way as we head into Tuesday, where minimum temperatures will be a much fresher 13, 14 degrees across the board. So potentially we could, what day are we? Could be another night or two of warmer nights. So yeah, tonight will be the last one. I think then Monday night to Tuesday will be a much fresher night. So tonight should be the last night of the muggy, warm night, which is good news for your non-sun lovers. So through into Tuesday, temperatures with that band of rain coming through, as that band of rain, potentially heavy thunder rain could go through, temperatures will be stuck around about the mid-teens, but once that clears through, temperatures could reach around about 2021, which will be a welcome delight if you've not been coping well in this heat. And into Wednesday, temperatures back up to around about 24, 25 degrees. And potential there, temperature could hold up again to 17, 18 degrees. And again, temperature could be up to 27 degrees on Thursday, but it depends if you're going to dodge some of these showers or not. Let's take a look at the latest GFS model from lunchtime today, see what that is showing for the next week or two. So we've got a 50 and sea level pressure chart, so know how warm the air is aloft. So we're under very warm air at the moment, but we've got low pressure towards the southwest. That will be introducing the fresh air through tomorrow. So respite from all that heat recently. And it looks like another warm sector could move up through to Wednesday. So we'll feel less pressure, shall we say, through to the end of the week. So what's this model run do? It looks like it wants to keep low pressure towards the west, trying to introduce that fresher air again through into next weekend. Air low pressure, which could introduce a bit more warmer air once again into days 7, 8, and 9. So we've got low pressure never too far away. Then looks like another one rolls in again through into day 12 and 13. Beyond that will be fresh air again, and it could be a rinse and repeat kind of thing. So it's like low pressure never too far away, the risk of rain or heavy showers at times. So also we see more low pressure compared to what we've seen of late. Let's have a look at the important Cape and lifted for any potential thunderstorm for the next few days. So Ireland, let me just check their radar actually, because it's got a -5 there right now. So yeah, they have in that area there where there's a -5. That earlier on today there have been some quite big storms by the looks of it. Wow. So that would have been something there, -7 there. I think there might have been big thunderstorms there, so there could have been a supercell possible in that area there. Not very often you see that for Ireland, but let's go through it into tomorrow. So we've got this line forming around about here. Nothing Cape Valley-wise to speak of, but still can't rule out the few rumbles of thunder as it progresses towards the northeast. And there's a bit of Cape here and there, so can't rule that. Obviously, mentioned about Ireland, a lot of showers breaking out there. Those could be on the thundery side. But as we head into skimming into Tuesday, we need to watch that system coming through during the morning and afternoon. So there's a bit there. So some of these showers, rain or showers on that band could actually be thundery. So something we definitely need to keep an eye out through in Tuesday. That moves through into Wednesday. Not looking like anything could develop on Wednesday for any thunderstorm potential. There's a risk there for Thursday. We need to keep a watch on, quite widespread. Obviously, that will firm up. The details will firm up in the next 48 hours or so. So something to keep an eye on. So potential there for Thursday. And we need to keep an eye on for Friday as well. So as low pressure is never too far away, we could be getting the potential for more thunderstorms as we head towards the back end of this week as well. So obviously Tuesdays needs to be watched, potentially Thursday and Friday. I won't get any further than that because it gets really unreliable as we head further away from now. All right, let's put my head back into the chat. Let's scroll back up. Let's go back to... Oops, I've gone too far up. Start from about 1:15. Good evening to Steffi, by the way. Hope you are well. Has anyone else come in? I'll just scroll through the chat. Tuesday will be fun if we. This is from Audio Code. Tuesday will be fun if we get something even slightly of a storm like. I don't tolerate storms well when outside. Now, it's always best to stay inside if you can, if there are storms about. So it's not guaranteed for everybody. There is that risk there for Tuesday. But we could do some big downpours just to at least cool everything down and water the plants for me. Let's scroll down. Audience also said, my room thermometer reads too hot. You may want to turn your heating down. Sure, I'll just run outside and turn the flipping sun down. Good evening to Suit. Oh, Suit, hope you're well tonight. Paul James said it's 28.7 degrees in his front room. Oh. I dread to think what it's like in our bedroom at the moment. I think it had been over 30 degrees a few times in the last few days, and it's just getting too much unbearable. Sue said he's been so busy with what happened in my home county today. What's happened there, Suits? Have I missed something on the news? It was 30.4 degrees this time yesterday. Oh, blimey. Oh, was it about the plane crash? Yes, Southend. Yeah, I believe there's no survivors in that. Thursday looks nasty for storms. Yep, another day we need to keep an eye on. Obviously, we need to come close to the time, but definitely Tuesday is that potential for storms that we'll keep an eye on. Even though some people want snow like Audio does. We don't need yellow snow, Rachel. You're taking the literal piss. You don't want yellow snow, Rachel. Don't. I had to reread that then, Matthew. My butt's empty. My butt's definitely empty. Needs some rain in South Yorkshire. Matthew, talking about your water bottle outside and not yours. Good evening to James Ahmad. Hope you're well. Evening, Michael. Got 30.2 degrees here today with a low of 8 degrees this morning. Back to normal tomorrow. 8 degrees. That'll be nice. That'll cool everything down out in the house. Right. There we go. Right, let's move on to the ECMWF, see what that is showing for this week, apart from this bloody banner we see every week. That's flipped over. Yes, it has. So let's have a look to see what the ECMWF is showing for this week. So low pressure towards the west, ready to move in through Monday into Tuesday. High pressure set towards the southwest. Will you bugger off? As we head into Wednesday, we get a ridge of high pressure, move up from the southwest, and another low pressure moves into northeast. Oh, for goodness sake, go away with your banners. Into Thursday and Friday. Looks like it'll be potentially wetter further northwest you are, which doesn't mean everywhere will be dry. There could be some showers around. The low pressure moving up towards the southwest through into Saturday, and low pressure set on top of the UK through Sunday, so that could be the risk of some rain or showers next weekend. And low pressure still sat there through, which I think for many kids will be the first week of the summer holidays. And with low pressure on top of the UK, of course that would happen. And even by next Wednesday, low pressure towards the south. So bringing a bit of a fresher northwesterly airflow there, again with the risk of rain or showers. Could this be the first hints of a pattern flip? Could this be the start of the Atlantic starts to bring in more low pressure systems? That's a good question, actually. I'm going to just take a step back, actually, and have a look at what the ECMWF midday run was showing. So was that showing a similar thing? Because we looked mainly at the high level. So where we're now, that is too far ahead. That's what that is. So that's today. Obviously, low pressure just to our west, and through Tuesday that moves across the UK. With that ridge just towards our south, with low pressure never too far away. Low pressure moves in for Thursday and Friday, which then gets replaced by another one for next weekend. And as that moves up towards the north, it gets swallowed up by another area of low pressure movement from the southwest. Bring again more spells of rain or showers. You get ridge build up there for day 10. With the low pressure towards northwest, again a spell of rain or showers through into days 12 and 13. High pressure again tries to build up from the southwest. It looks like it does make more of an inroads. Could be a bit wetter towards the north of Scotland. Then low pressure tries to move in again through at the end of this run. So we're looking at a more unsettled spell through this next week to 10 days at least. So we're going from the ECMWF 12Z run. Let's flick that over and head over towards the weekly mean pressure anomalies. When you snow watch, what snow again? Is there such thing as snow in this country anymore? I might do one in October. So these are the weekly mean sea level pressure charts from the ECMWF. And for this week, we've got low pressure towards the west, bringing in our southwesterly flow. But as we've seen on the latest charts, these will be moving across the UK. And as we head, let's not jump ahead. There we go. Helps if I press the right button. So as we head into next week, the 21st of July to the 28th of July, we've still got low pressure sat across the UK, which could be what we just saw, low pressure after low pressure moving across the UK. It was on set spell that continues 28th of July to the 4th of August. Heights building out towards the west, but that's not really showing any inroads as we go into the start of August. So lower pressure across the UK are there. Then there's hints to have the Azores high building across from the 11th of August to the 18th of August. And there's absolutely no clear signal at all across, virtually across the screen, really, as we head towards the latter part of August. So take a look at the precipitation through this same time period. So from the 14th of July to 21st of July, I'm not seeing much of this recently. So we're looking wetter than average across all the UK, away from the far southeast of England from the 14th to 21st. The 21st to the 28th, we are looking wetter than average. The 28th of July to the 4th of August, again, we're looking wetter than average, as well as the 4th to the 11th of August. With that ridge building up from the 11th of August to the 18th, we're looking slightly dry and average towards central southwestern areas. And there's no clear signal there towards the back end of that run. And the 2 meter temperatures, not the surface ones. The 2 meter temperature for the same time period, we are looking much warmer, at about 3 to 6 degrees warmer for north of Scotland, and about 1 to 3 degrees elsewhere. 21st July to the 28th, we're looking above average there. Looking average for the 28th to the 4th of August, as well as the 4th to 11th, and slightly warmer than average for the 11th to the 18th of August, and same again for the 18th to the 25th of August. So the ECM is going for a wetter and warmer during this time period. Let's put myself back on the screen there. So the weekly anomalies are looking for a more wetter spell that we've had recently. Seems like forever. Probably our wettest spell since maybe the start of June. So what we're now 13, so it's probably been 5-6 weeks since we potentially could see it as wet as it's showing quite now. But many areas need this rain right now after what's been a very dry spell yet again. So yeah, at the moment for the UK, there's the potential spell of more thunderstorms for Tuesday, which we will keep a very close eye on, and updates will be posted onto our Facebook page. Right, we're going to move away from the UK and head over towards the tropical Atlantic. Let's put that on the screen. So look at the tropics right now. So let me just take myself off the screen. Let's go full screen there. Just see the comment there from James. I've just had one of those white chocolate dip twirls. Oh, they're good. Oh, they are, my friend. That's why I had to buy a whole box of them. Definitely taste nice when they're cool, if they've been in the fridge or the freezer. Absolutely beautiful they are. Let's have a look at the Central Pacific. So there's nothing expected in the next 7 days there in the Central Pacific around Hawaii. Going to the Eastern Pacific, there is nothing expected to develop in the next 7 days there. And let's have a look at the Atlantic. And we do have a watch going on at the moment. There is a 20% chance of cyclone formation in the next 7 days. So the northeastern Gulf, a trough of low pressure near the southeastern US coast is expected to move westward across Florida during the next day or so and into the northeastern Gulf by Tuesday. Environmental conditions could support some gradual development of the system during the middle to late part of this week while it moves westward over the northeastern and north central portions of the Gulf. Regardless of developments, heavy rainfall could produce localized flash flooding over portions of Florida and the north central Gulf Coast through the mid to late portion of this week. So the next 48 hours, nothing's expected to develop. Well, actually, there's a low chance of 20% at this stage for the next 7 days. So that's something to keep an eye on at the latter part of this coming week. Moving to mainland America, let's have a look at the latest convective outlook. Oh, what's it done there? There we are, that's why. So today, there's a multiple marginal risks across the US right now. There we go. So in the slight risk, which is for part of areas include Tucson, Arizona, Syracuse, Catalina, Foothills, Tesia, and Altoona. In those slight areas of an area population of just over 4 million people, and in the many five areas of marginal population of 59 million people in the likes of big cities of San Antonio, Jacksonville, Austin, Memphis, and Baltimore. So let's have a look at the summary. There is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms for northern New York into central Pennsylvania across the far southeast Arizona and for the far southeast of Arizona. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible to stay through early tonight in the upper Midwest, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, Southwest, and southern central Texas to the lower Ohio Valley and Florida. So I'm not too sure if any of the likes of Ryan Hall, Max Velocity are live right now covering this. Tornado risk, there's just that 2% chance of that area there in Indiana and Kentucky, Missouri. That could see a tornado, but it's a small risk. The areas that are in the marginal risk, there is that potential there of severe wind gusts, especially towards Arizona and up towards the New York side of America. And there's just a bit of hail risk there for the north and the southwest of America. I've got to admit that smoke has really got into my chest. I can really feel it now. Tomorrow, there's quite a widespread, actually, thunderstorm risk, almost countrywide, but there's just a slight margin. There's two marginal risks through into tomorrow, which will cover a population of 29.5 million people. Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, Greensboro, and Winston-Salem are in that marginal risk. And there's a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms for southern New England, the Mid-Atlantic, and the northern Rockies Plains. So look at the day 3 risk. Day 3 risk, again, it's only marginal. Population of just under 13 million people. Like I said, Minneapolis, St. Louis, St. Paul, Sioux Falls, and Springfield, Illinois. The day 4 risk. So I mean, day 4 risk is day 5, day 6, day 7, and day 8, all probabilities are too low at this stage. So that covers the American side of things for now. Oh, I was so glad we'll get rid of this heat. I've had enough. Really had enough. So you have a shower, you come out and you sweat again straight away. So yes, for a thunderstorm watch for this week, we are going to keep an eye on things. There's still that potential overnight tonight into tomorrow, but I think the main one we're going to keep an eye on is what happens through into Tuesday. And obviously they'll get the fresh air moving in through Monday afternoon, through from Monday afternoon onwards, really. So where you got the heat right now, it's just perhaps another 24 hours of this hot weather that we have had, but going around about 25, 26 degrees for parts of the east of England and through into the East Midlands as well, perhaps for some central areas. And tonight should be the last night of the warm nights. And temperatures Monday night into Tuesday will be back down to comfortable levels of about 12, 13 degrees. Right, I'm just going to have a look at the chat before we head off. Let me just put the banner ready. So probably another 5 minutes, then we'll end the live. Just going to go through your comments. Yeah, £31 was shot as my bank account. You and me both, James. You and me both. Looking to win bloody £30. Thank you for the updates. Now, you're very welcome, Suits. You're very welcome indeed. Good evening to JL. I hope everyone is well. Hope you are too. Good night to Matthew. Have a nice evening. We'll see you again soon. Play Judy's Fiffy put Lee Stevens in the freezer last night. No idea what's going on there. I'll leave you to it. What I'd say tonight, thank you for our mods, Paul James and James, for modding tonight. I think it's been a quiet night on the chat from what I've seen. So any updates on the storms for the next few days, just keep an eye on our Facebook page. We'll have the latest. Then we're giving updates if the team are be out there chasing the next few days. Unfortunately, I won't be in. If there is anything, if I do go live, it won't be till the late afternoon because obviously I'm working all week. No, I'm not actually. I'm off. I've got Tuesday afternoon off. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday. We're keeping an eye on the stream just to see potential storm chase live stream. Yes, as I said, we'll see what happens in the next few days. So I think Tuesday is more of a potential watch there. Thanks, Michael. Here's to some actual stormy stuff, but not when I'm out on Tuesday. Oh, that's the potential for Tuesday. Thanks for tonight's stream. Thank you, Laura. And thank you to Steffi as well. And good night to Suit as well. I'll see you all. Thank you, Mads. And I think we'll end the stream there. Thank you all for joining me on this sweaty Sunday night. Cool, the weather is on its way. thankfully. And also, it could be it's a bit of a slightly unsettled spell, but we do need this rain and just be a nice change as well. It just seems to be turning out to be a very long spring and summer. But I'll be dreading saying that as we head into the depths of winter in January. Then again, it could be about 13, 14 degrees the way things are looking at the minute. Anyway, I'm babbling on. It's time for me to de-sweat and get myself to bed ready for work in the morning. So thank you all for watching. Take care, stay safe, and watch out for our post on Facebook. Good night, everybody. Oh, hang on. Need to go to that banner. A comment. Good night, all. It's time to roll those credits.